Hello. Thanks for joining us again on the channel. Okay, yes, we've tried so many of these. Too many probably. But this one stands out. It caught me off guard. Let's figure out why together. Quick note before we begin. There's a discount link in the description and the top comment if you want to check it out. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Now, let's hear directly from our first reviewer about their experience.
This reviewer, who specifies their hand size as medium at around 18 cm, found that their experience with this vertical mouse was highly dependent on grip style. At first, they noticed some minor wrist pain within the first hour of use, which they believed might be a soft tissue or nerve issue related to their specific desk setup. However, this initial discomfort completely disappeared after a short adjustment period, indicating that there can be a brief breaking in phase as the hand adapts to the new ergonomic posture. When it came to holding the device, our reviewer found a traditional palm grip to be unusable. Their fingers extended too far over the main buttons, making the clicking motion feel awkward, as if they were pressing with their knuckles instead of their fingertips. A claw grip worked fine, but it made one of the lower thumb buttons a bit difficult to press. The real sweet spot for them was a fingertip grip. This style positioned their fingers perfectly, and they described the clicking action as feeling more like a natural diagonal squeeze than a simple downward press. Compared to a previous standard gaming mouse, this ergonomic model felt significantly more comfortable and natural. The old device felt hollow and offered no palm support, whereas this one provided a full, stable hold. The reviewer was also impressed by the scroll wheel, which combines the precision of a normal wheel with the ability to free scroll, making it easy to fly through long pages in a single flick. The accompanying software also adds a satisfying inertia to the scroll, enhancing the smooth feel. After a month of use, they also noted the white finish held up very well, with no signs of staining.
Alright, let's find out what our next reviewer has to share.
This reviewer had a bit of a rocky start with this mouse. The initial auto driver install completely messed up their USB ports, locking them out and requiring multiple reboots and some serious tech troubleshooting to regain control. They had to go into safe mode and manually remove all traces of the software. However, after downloading and installing the software manually, everything worked perfectly. Our reviewer, being a left-handed person who's adapted to right-handed tools due to availability, uses vertical mice to combat carpal tunnel issues. They previously used a couple of less expensive vertical mice, but decided to upgrade to this one after reading numerous positive reviews, and it has not disappointed since the initial hiccups with the drivers were solved. This pointing device is smooth and precise, with easily adjustable movements. The hand position it encourages is excellent, allowing for all-day use without triggering elbow pain. The click subtlety takes some getting used to compared to cheaper models. A key feature for the client is the landing area for the outer two fingers, which is important for maneuvering a vertical mouse effectively. While the landing area isn't quite as long as their preferred model, they haven't had any issues with their pinky dragging. The big advantage is the reduction in pain flare-ups from extended mouse use. In fact, our reviewer is considering buying another one for their home setup, even though they like their current cheaper option. They recommend the cheaper one for those wanting to try this type of product for the first time, but love this mouse and will likely splurge on a second one, now that the auto install won't be an issue anymore.
Alright, let's find out what our next reviewer has to share.
This reviewer has been using this pointing device for just a short time, but they are already incredibly impressed. Previously, our reviewer stuck with a specific model for 2 decades, and when it was discontinued, they felt like they were starting all over. Finding a replacement proved difficult, as most options felt too large for this client's smaller hands. Crucially, having easily accessible forward and back thumb buttons for browsing is a must-have. The reviewer had previously experimented with ergonomic vertical mice, but the slick materials caused them to grip the mouse too tightly, leading to hand cramps. This made them hesitant to try another one. They eventually settled on a standard, lightweight mouse for work, but found it cheaply made and needing grip tape to prevent slippage. On a whim, this client decided to try this pointing device after reading a review mentioning it was suitable for smaller hands. Wrist pain was also becoming a concern. To their surprise, this mouse turned out to be exceptionally comfortable. After a brief adjustment period, they were completely won over. It has a satisfying weight and compact size that feels secure in the hand, enhanced by built-in grip where the palm rests. The placement of the thumb navigation buttons is perfect for the reviewer's small thumb, and the scroll wheel is easily accessible. The left and right click buttons are almost silent, which isn't a major selling point for this client, who prefers louder mechanical keyboards, but could be a welcome feature for those sensitive to sound. However, the thumb navigation buttons are noticeably louder. Overall, this reviewer highly recommends this mouse. Some users have mentioned that the scroll wheel button is difficult to press, but this wasn't an issue in their experience. They are so impressed that they are considering replacing their current work mouse with it. If you have small hands, prefer a heavier mouse, struggle to reach buttons, and like a bit of grip.
That's all for now. If you found this useful, hit like and subscribe. Let's talk in the comments. See you in the next video.